Sanders, and welcome back to another edition of WTHS News. Today we have a lot of exciting news and stories that range from high school all the way down to pre-K. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Hear about a teacher who recently donated a portion of her liver to one of her very own 5-year-old students.
I think it's honestly just what any teacher in our Tupelo School District would do if they had the chance, the opportunity.
Listen in on how sophomore Andrew Brown is changing the Mississippi High School Athletic Association, all while winning Mississippi's Gatorade Player of the Year.
I definitely want to be the fastest, or one of the fastest NCAA runners in the nation.
This week, THS held its annual Black History Month program. This event was a great way to hear our rising voices as well as honor African American icons. Here's LJ with more.
On Monday, Tupelo High School held its annual Black History program to celebrate and remember those who paved the way for the program to continue today. The program included performances from THS Voices, the Thomas Street Steppers, and a message from Dr. Richard Price, who serves as the minister of North Green Street Church of Christ.
What does it mean to be ethical and moral? It simply means to be what you say you are and do what you say you're going to do.
Black History Month is very important for people of African descent all around the world. This month is a time to remember, appreciate, and celebrate Black trailblazers who paved the way for our rights, freedom, and liberties. Mrs. Autumn Bankett Elliott speaks about why this celebration is important to continue.
THS Voices has been in existence for many years, and some of the people who were in this choir or founded this choir have gone on, and some have gone to other schools. To keep this choir going, to keep this celebration going, allows future generations to see that something great happens at Tupelo High School that celebrates history, that celebrates unity, that celebrates love.
This program was a great way to show that you don't have to be a part of the culture to celebrate them. The program drew in guests from numerous races with the sole purpose of celebrating Black history. Everyone coming together as one is what makes this program so special. Mrs. Kristen McIntosh expresses what she wants people to gain from this joyous celebration.
I think it's important because we have children that are coming up behind us. And I think the main thing is that we should all be able to come together and do one thing, and that's respect one another. In whatever facet, whatever issue, whatever problem, whatever dream, that we will respect each other in wherever we are.
The definition of unity is the state of being united or joined as a whole. Unity holds us together through adversity and helps us all learn to love one another despite our differences. Mrs. Elizabeth Ware says it's important to remember all who've sacrificed and faced adversities to make sure that our community is heard and never erased.
I want them to experience unity of love, of hope for future generations.
From the founder of Black History Month, Carter G. Woodson, all the way to Kamala Harris, the first Black and South Asian woman to serve as Attorney General and Vice President. Their impact should definitely give courage to many leaders to come after them. In the words of Dr. Richard Price, the legacy of others follows us, so bless someone else.
My message to the future Black leaders of America is very simple. It is to love one another, it's to treat people justly, it is to act with kindness and mercy, and to consider the other.
Like Dr. Price stated, Black history is American history. I'm Lewis Conley, WTHS News.
Thanks, LJ. It's great to see our students singing with a passion. In other news, Synergy held its second annual show choir competition, King City Classic. This event was held at the Cadence Bank Arena on February 14th and 15th. Tupelo Show Choir, Synergy and Splash, hosted other singing groups and performed themselves as an exhibition. Many high school and middle schools attended this competition. Grenada High School Visions won the Grand Champion Award in the finals. Senior Avery Coleman shares her favorite part of hosting the King City Classic.
My favorite part about King City Classic was getting to meet people that do show choir from all different places.
Synergy will continue to work hard throughout their season and prepare themselves for many competitions to come. While Tupelo Show Choir is singing their hearts out, our spring sports are thriving through their season. Andrew highlights soccer signings.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Bizon. Welcome to this week's sports. Following the success of their recent seasons, 4 of our student athletes have signed to continue their soccer journey at the next level. Angel Perez and Jay Sanders have signed with Itawamba Community College, while Teresa Perez and Jamia Hubbard have signed with Jones Community College. Assistant coach Matt Haygood wants to remind the seniors that things will not get easier as they continue their careers.
They'll be playing at a level that is harder than what they've been doing. Everybody on the team and everybody on the field is going to be somebody's best player from the last 4 years.
Teresa acknowledges that the game will change and is ready to take on the challenge that collegiate soccer will bring.
It's definitely different than high school and travel. It's a lot more fast, more physical. The girls are a lot older and have a lot more experience, so you kind of have to match up with that level.
Meanwhile, Jay Sanders is excited to play with longtime teammate Angel Perez.
I love it, since we were younger. I don't know if we specifically said we wanted to go to the same college to play soccer, because we never really thought that far ahead. But whenever everything kind of fell into place, we just knew that it was meant to be, so we just went with it.
Congratulations to our seniors. In other news, a sophomore runner has been making changes and setting records. Andrew Brown was suspended from track season last year following running independently at an indoor event. The Mississippi High School Athletic Association has recently changed the rules regarding this very situation, clarifying rules that were previously not in writing. Senator Chad McMahon helped Andrew change the rules regarding student athletes appearing before MHSAA.
I wasn't allowed an attorney, so Mr. Chad McMahon, he went to court and he made it to where all student athletes, when appearing in front of MHSAA, will have a legal attorney.
With this ruling, Senator McMahon is helping runners across the entire state.
He's making it way more clear in terms of where you can go in running, where you can race. He's made sure that everything is written.
Before this ruling, Andrew had been named Gatorade Player of the Year for Mississippi runners. He says he was surprised by this award and that it will open many doors for him going forward.
Initially I was really excited. Really, I guess, prestigious award in sports, high school sports, and yeah, I was excited, and it kind of showed that all my work has paid off. Definitely gets my name out there a lot more, and across the state, I've got a target on my back in track in the next cross-country years, so yeah.
Andrew hopes to become one of the fastest Division I runners. He cites his training as consistent and that he must love the pain and adversity during his races to reach his goal.
After high school, I definitely want to be the fastest, or one of the fastest NCAA runners in the nation. It'll take a while, 4 years maybe, in college, run Division I, and definitely just like excel at like the higher level of the sport. So usually sometimes I'll just like listen to a podcast, like some motivational, something like that, and that's really what just gets me going. Figuring out like that I gotta love pain whenever I'm working out, and in a race as well, it's like part of it, you gotta deal with adversity.
We look forward to seeing what Andrew can accomplish for the rest of his high school career. Jolen and McKenzie has more on how our Golden Wave basketball teams have wrapped up the season.
It was a very competitive week for our Wave basketball team. It wasn't just about points and rebounds, it was about who had the best attitude on the court.
Going into halftime when we came back from like being down like almost 10 points and Destiny getting the steal and Liv playing defense and Destiny making the flutter to like secure the game.
As the game progressed, the Lady Waves showed incredible teamwork and skills. On Friday, Jay Rucker and Nadia Norfleet led the way with their playmaking abilities and dedication. They both had over 25 points. But on Monday, Olivia became a star player in this game. She had 26 points and 9 rebounds.
We just kept our pressure, trapping and putting pressure on the ball, making them turn it over as much as we were turning it over.
The Lady Wave took a huge win against Hernando with a score of 83-40. On Monday, we took a huge win against Northwest Rankin, but it was a close one with a score of 62-61. Good job, girls. Big shout out to Destiny Charles for hitting game-winning shots.
I just felt good about scoring the last point for my team and making us go to state, and I was very nervous while doing it.
Olivia's transition wasn't just about adapting to a new environment. It was about pushing herself all over again, but with her talent and determination, she was quickly earned the respect of her new teammates.
Oh man, Olivia Smith is a super athlete. We've been as coaches, we've been waiting on her to blossom all season because we get to see her every day and we know what she can do.
Olivia is a skillful member of the team who recently transferred to the Lady Wave this summer. Smith's journey is about change, growth, and new beginnings.
It's good learning the players and how they play. And around the campus, I had to get used to walking around and finding the buildings. So
Olivia has brought so much to the table to help the Lady Wave this season. Even though the boys have lost, doesn't mean they didn't go down without a fight. The boys kept their head up and fought to the end.
You have to fight for the whole game. So close. Then we had 11 losses, so we were close in the end. The last 2 minutes was always a 2 or 3 point game. Missed a couple of free throws. Our opponent make a couple of free throws, but we were always right there at the end.
For Trey, this past game is more than just a loss. It is the end of season filled with challenges, growth, and relentless efforts. But this isn't the end of Trey's basketball career. He has to keep moving forward since he will be playing in college.
My goal is to get better and just go to the next level after college.
Even through our ups and downs, basketball isn't always about winning and losing. It's about the spirit and determination we have. This is Jolen McKenzie with this week's Sports Recap.
Thank you, Jolen, and congratulations to the Lady Wave basketball team for winning back-to-back 7A state championships. We'll have more on that next week. I'm Andrew Bizon, WTHS Sports Media.
Thanks, Andrew. It's great to see our sports working so hard. In other news, a teacher for the Early Childhood Education Center recently donated a part of her liver to a student in need. Thomas Spotlight's teacher, Miss Holly Allgood.
2, 1, blast off!
Every day, teachers go above and beyond for their students. For Holly Allgood, a preschool teacher at the Tupelo Early Childhood Education Center, her bond with one of her students would lead her to make an unimaginable sacrifice. Last August, she did something very few could ever imagine. She donated a portion of her liver to a 5-year-old student, Bowen Dorr.
I actually went in July, was the first person tested, the only person tested, and was the match. I think the reason that I wanted to do it is because it's just what teachers do. We just want our students to be okay, be well, and be a part.
Bowen was born with a rare genetic metabolic disorder diagnosed just 10 days after his birth. This condition has led to a series of ongoing health battles, but nothing could have prepared his family or his teacher for the life-altering moment when Holly stepped in to help.
Bowen has changed me in an experience of what we went through. He is just so joyful and fun and just a 5-year-old that needed a liver. And so he's just impacted my life for me to know this experience, and it's changed me forever.
For Holly, it wasn't just about saving a life. It was about showing a child the very heart of what it means to be a teacher. During the fall semester, the Tupelo Public School District wore blue for Bowen in honor of him. Holly explains how saving Bowen's life is what a teacher should do.
I think it's honestly just what any teacher in our Tupelo School District would do if they had the chance, the opportunity. You know, some things just fall into place and it's just there. It was just the right time and opportunity in my life to be able just to help somebody. And so it was just about helping him.
Since the transplant, Bowen is thriving every day. He's back in school learning more than ever with his classmates, once a week, one-on-one with Miss Allgood. I'm Thomas Roper, WTHS News.
Thanks, Thomas. What a heartwarming story that is taking place right on our home soil. Speaking of heartwarming, February is not only the month of love, but is the National Career Technical Education Appreciation Month. Alongside Black History Month and Valentine's Day, our school's career technical education departments are celebrated as well. Activities like the College Fair on February 21st were held to inspire students all over the school to look a little deeper into what their future may look like, all while having fun along the way. Students and teachers continue to impact inside and outside of our campus. That's all we have for this week. Be sure to follow us on our Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of WTHS News. See you next time.